Morning, afternoon, evening. Welcome to another episode of Wisdom Wednesdays. My name is Steve Messam, and I wanted to thank you for joining me as we take this journey of finding wisdom in everyday situations. I know you're grinding, and I just wanted to make sure as a wisdom chaser that I push you that in all your grinding that you get wisdom and that you get understanding. So let's get to the chase. I've been really thinking lately about why is it so difficult or hard for us to think less of ourselves and more of others. I think we neglect the importance of serving and helping others that gets us closer to actually reaching our own goals, which leads us to this week's topic, which is going to be on humility. But before we jump into the two key points on seeing how humility can get us closer to our goals, I wanted us to take a look at a couple of definitions first. Let's start off with humility, and think of humility as just having a proper view of one's own importance, or humility is not thinking less of yourself, it's just thinking of yourself less. And then you have this opposite, which is pride, and that's having an excessive or an exaggerated view of one's own importance. And then that actually gives us two categories, which are your blockers versus your builders. And when you think of your blockers, those are the prideful people, and they actually prevent others from getting around them, or they pretty much focus on their own interests. And then you have those who are humble, and they are your builders, and they actually assist others in reaching their potential. So they focus on the interests of others as well as themselves, which creates a win-win situation, not just for your success, but also for the success of those around you. And that's also another great trait for being a great leader. So let's actually make that happen. Do you want to rise to great heights? Then lay first the foundation of humility, which leads us to our first key point, which is build a foundation, because it's easier to stand on solid rock than it is on sinking sand. Because humility is the foundation to success. When you're building a house, guys, you don't start with the roof. You start with the foundation, because the foundation actually holds up, lifts up all the other parts. Because pride actually causes a house to fall down, because it's only worried about the roof. It's worried about the top, because pride goes before destruction. Jesus once said that whoever makes himself great toots their own horn will be humbled or knocked down, and whoever humbles themselves will actually be made great. So guys, make humility be the foundation to your success by lifting other people up, and in return, God will lift you up. Okay guys, we're focusing on being a builder and not a blocker. So it's great to remember that humility builds, pride blocks. Guys, Jack Welch, who was the former CEO of General Electric, once said that before becoming a leader, success was all about growing yourself. That's pride, guys. That's when we don't want someone else to get the promotion, or we don't want to see someone in the limelight. He went on to say that after becoming a leader, success is all about growing others. That's humility, guys. That's where we have to build a strong foundation on humility, where we're focusing on growing our teammates, our coworkers, our family members, because it's a win-win, guys, because when they grow, you grow. So blockers, they criticize. Builders, they praise and they celebrate others. Because guys, pride causes your ego to write checks that your character can't cash. It's like building your house on sand. When the rain, wind, and the flood comes, it will fall. So invest in humility. So when those floods come, guys, you will be standing on a solid rock, and also those who you are lifting up. Our second and final key point for this week's topic is to build a bridge, because it's easier to cross a bridge than it is to climb a wall. After living outside of New York City for a couple of years, I know that it's a lot easier to cross the George Washington Bridge than it is to climb Mount Everest, because pride builds walls between people, but humility builds bridges. Blockers use walls to prevent others from getting around, and I'm sure all of us have probably been guilty on occasion of being a wall and preventing others because we're so focused on ourselves. And I want to challenge all of us to be builders and to build bridges to assist others to reach their full potential, because we're all, regardless of your level of success, are standing on the shoulder of those who went before us. We actually are walking across those bridges. So we must make sure that our foundation in humility is strong to carry others across as well. So let's use our abilities and our gifts to actually help our team, our co-workers, and our family and others by being a bridge and not a wall. Our final key point is that humility unlocks greatness in others. Guys, blockers keep others from reaching their full potential. Let's just forget about ourselves just long enough to lend a helping hand to unlock the greatness in others. We need each other, guys, and always remember that pride leads to a great fall, but a humble spirit gains honor. So guys, do your little good, all your acts of humility, whether it's serving, helping, supporting others, wherever you are, because it's those acts of humility put together that overwhelms and help us to change the world. That's all I have for you today, guys. I hope you find these pearls of wisdom as fuel to get you over that hump and to finish your week strong. And also that you see the importance of being a builder and assisting others to reach their full potential will actually get you closer to reaching your goals. So if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also check me out over on Facebook and also follow me on Twitter. And until I see you guys next week, be blessed, be well,